That's totally what Throne should be used for, right? For funding my extreme caffeine addiction. Is that what you're saying, Nova? My throne is in fact made of coffee mugs and empty coffee packages and containers and things of that sort. That's exactly what that's for, right? Yes? Yes. Okay. Glad to know we're on the same page. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. I am, as always, your immaculate hostess barista. This isn't a cafe. This isn't even anything. This is a photosensitivity warning for lots of flashing and things. Jordan says I heard a pretty good joke today. Is it me? Am I the joke? Because I am already Jimbo. You know, Saint Cisco does have that things on her throne that does similar shit. Rather, I can't read. So you could totally do that. And now you are Jimbo. I am in fact Jimbo. Listen, I no, puts up a throne exclusively to buy myself multiple copies of the Balatro calendar featuring Ben Starr as Jimbo and the various Jokers. Nah, the joke is my name Jeff. No, see, I came up with a great idea. So for those of you who don't know, I feel like I've mentioned it before, but Ben Starr, the actor guy who they have portray Jimbo, he's also a voice actor, and you probably know him from very such things. If he, I don't, I don't think we've made it to him on stream, but he voices Prometheus in Hades 2. I know he voices a character in Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I think he voices one of the protagonists of Final Fantasy 16. Clive, I think his name is. Oh, and of course, he's your own fucking door in Date Everything. He is, in fact, Dorian. So, like, my thought was find some artists and all the Jimbo poses and the Joker things that are in the Balatro calendar. Uh, draw other characters that he has voiced or portrayed or whatever. Draw him in those poses or something. I think that would be freaking hilarious. I tried to say funny and hilarious, so that's where that came from. Oh, I would totally do that. I'm sure you would. Yeah, they like just announced that today, and I'm that was my first thought was, okay, cool. We have more Jimbo. Give me more Prometheus. I've been passing out during your streams, man. I've been tired as all hell. Hey, you know what? That's totally fine. I would like to imagine that means you're comfortable enough to just hang out and vibe and just pass the fuck out. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Like hell, there have been some times where I'm just on stream and I'm just like, grr. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I don't know if this is like the overall list of achievements. I don't think it is. No, the overall list of achievements only has 200 something. This is like all in-game stuff. You have desk help you network to do that shit. I mean, maybe, probably not. I'm just saying. I just have silly thoughts. Me casually sipping my coffee at 12:07 in the morning. NBD, NBD. Okay, so a lot of these are survive however long with certain characters, do certain things, all this kind of stuff. Let's see. What happens if we hide all the completed things? That is the unlockables list. It's stuff that if you succeed in doing the thing, you unlock something cool. This is true. I mean, they all seem pretty straightforward. Oh, look, I think this is how you unlock all the Arcana. Or at least a bunch of them. I assume, but towards the bottom, it's gonna be, yeah, probably more of the DLC stuff. Y'all, I'm a level with you. I may or may not have used some various codes to unlock most of the Castlevania characters. Not all of them, but most of them. Complete once the adventure ode to Castlevania. Evolve all 16 vampire killing tool lines. Now, see, you know what I find very hilarious? Like I said, I at least got a lot of them so I could buy them. So I unlocked them in that regard. But some of the codes are just very funny. I think if I'm being honest, my favorite is this one to unlock Genya Arikado, or totally not Alucard. Yep, totally not Alucard. Be honest, I'm probably gonna do that with Death because I want him, and I don't want to have to deal with the bullshit to unlock him. Yeah, that's kind of why I did this. Like I said, I put in the code so I can buy them all, but I don't want to do that yet. But the thing I find funny about this one, so spoilers for Aria and Dawn of Sorrow for those of you who are not in the know. You meet this character, this guy called Genya Arikado, who is totally not Alucard, because this guy has black hair and not blonde and or white hair like Alucard does. But it's totally him. A fact that gets revealed depending on how you play. In certain games, like in certain endings, Alucard or Arikado. Like in the bad end of Dawn of Sorrow, you actually get to play as Arikado, but as, well, Alucard. And he gets like some updated art to look more like himself, for lack of a better term. But it was my favorite code because, spoilers if you don't want this code. So of course, Alucard is Dracula backwards. You want to know the code you put in to unlock Arikado? Orakira. You put it in backwards. It all comes full circle. I hope that I hope the devs put in an alternative costume for Carmilla to give her the look that she had in the Netflix show. Yeah, that would be cool. So now that I have him unlocked, we're just gonna go for it. I'm in love with you. I haven't even played most of the regular stages. Let's see, we're gonna turn off Endless. We'll leave on Arcanas. We'll turn on Hurry just to make things go a little faster. That or the mod community gets this shit together and puts in the costume. That would be cool, though. I read online, I think I saw on, like, I think it was Facebook of all places, that they're doing a Warhammer game, but like a Vampire Survivors kind of deal. Like they're using the engine for it, like the Vampire Survivors engine, but it's going to be a Warhammer game. I do not know anything about Warhammer other than it exists. So if there's a small crossover in my community of people who like Warhammer and, well, this. There you go. That's supposed to be coming next year. Unfortunately, the new update completely changed the system of how mods work, and so everything is outdated. I know this because I was desperately trying to find a mod that would fucking ease up the visuals of the weapons. Yeah, no, that's very understandable. Like, as fun and cool as it can be to watch everything just go all over the place, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. This is fine. Yeah, you know what, this... Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing other than surviving, so let's just keep doing that. Let's just say that the fucking epilepsy warning at the beginning is very much needed. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's very fair. Oh, it's a Hellfire thing. That's neat. Floor chicken that I don't need. Floor chicken that I don't need. Let's look at the map. That's not what I wanted. Consarn it. There we go. Dusk, howdy howdy. Yes, hello, Dusk. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're out here surviving the vampires. Picking up floor chicken we don't need. That's definitely something. So another thing for folks who don't have the same knowledge base as I do, it looks like, now this is the first time I'm playing as him, of course. Garlic! But Arikado here, you know, being Alucard, has access to a lot of the same spells that, you know, Alucard himself has in various things that he has, you know, shown up in. Like the Hellfire spell that just went by right there. Occasionally there's that, like, puff of 4 summon spirit things. That's actually called Petra Spirit. It's a spell you can do in Symphony of the Night. Like, quite a few of the Castlevania spells, to my knowledge, I don't know how much, if any, spells show up in, like, the early Castlevania games. But, you know, magic becomes a much bigger thing in Symphony when you're playing as Alucard. So, a few of the spells that show up, especially in use by Alucard and Arikado, are spells that he does in that game. Like the Soul Steal, that's a one you can do. The Hellfire spell, Summon Spirit, Tetra Spirit, among other things. And I think I've mentioned it before. Alucard gender fluid confirmed. Listen, when you live as long as Alucard has, you can do whatever you want. Who gives a shit? Let's actually... Excuse me, I'm talking. I'm talking and walking. We're actually gonna come back here to the librarian. Because a lot of these, or at least a handful of these, are also references to, like, weapons and stuff. Hydra, there's the Summon Spirit spell, like I said. Soul Steal, Sword Brothers. Like, those are all things that he can do in that game. And then, of course, there's Hydrostorm, Grand Cross, which are, like, Belmont spells. Pick a card, any card. Pick a card. Get extra arcana. Egg. Now I could sit here and spend all my money on egg, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's see what else I want to get. Yeah, let's go with that one. Here's hoping I get the power-up that I need to actually power that up. I probably won't, knowing my luck. Oh, wow. Fuck it, Alucard Sorb. I forgot where I was going. Also, I hope you guys can hear the music. It's pretty bang. More floor chicken I don't freaking need. Not me running away from my own attacks thinking I'm gonna get hit. The hell? Damn, Arikado is probably just, like, shredded as hell. Well, given who he actually is, it makes sense. Oh, look at me. I'm Arikado. I am totally not Alucard, son of Dracula. Nope, couldn't be me. Don't try to say my name without, like, Japanese inflection on it. That's totally not what this is. Nope. No idea what you're talking about. Now, I probably should know, but I have no idea what this freaking bar down here is charging up for. It stops charging when I move. So if I could stop getting mugged by, like, plant ladies, that'd be fucking superb. Hey, remember all that floor chicken I kept picking up that I didn't need? I should probably go find some. Hello? Can my Sonic Dash actually do what it's supposed to? Here we go. That helped. Begone thoughts. Oh, maybe, is that the cooldown for Soul Steel? It very well could be. Seems very much like it. That looks like when it drops. Ah, yes, standing still. Obvious answer for what you should be doing in Vampire Survivors. Oh, there's a floor pot roast back there. Am I really gonna go all the way back just for a floor pot roast? Probably not. Especially when I could probably find some other floor pot roast around here frickin' somewhere. And fast. Oh, he does he has the swords, the Sword Brothers spell. That's actually really, really cool. Okay, maybe I should go back for that floor pot roast, because, I am aching. Not even that far away, so... excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, Arikado coming through. Not to be confused with an avocado. Floor pot roast. Floor pot roast, my beloved. There you are. That healed a lot less than I hoped it would. To be fair, I think it said the enemy HP is also, like, doubled, so everything's taking way longer to kill than it normally does. Get out of here, Soma Bat. Of course, I charge headlong into things right as the Sonic Dash is like, no, I don't think I will. I took a Benadryl, so now I'm susceptible to Jar Jar Binks' comedic antics. Listen, as long as it's not the Hat Man. Didn't you say you owed the Hat Man money? Fuck, I do owe him money. Oh no. Oh god, everything's closing in. Run away! Run away, Arikado. Stop running into trees, Arikado, please. I did not exactly play this very smart. I'm still not playing this very smart. But the goal is to just keep moving. The who? What, you don't know about the Hat Man Nova? Just take way too many Benadryl and you'll meet the Hat Man. That's all there is to it. Oh, thank God, floor chicken. That is to say, I do not condone or endorse taking more than your recommended dose of Benadryl or like any other. Oh God, I am the one hit point wonder right now. Of anything without shit. Wow, that Soul Steel really cleaned house. No, I do. I was, you know, completing the meme. I didn't even know that was a meme that needed completing. Shows you how much I know about the Hat Man, other than that Jordan owes him money. Oh, from the future. Alrighty. Nova's favorite. Pocket knife, Sha-sha. Fun fact, the pocket knife itself is also... Oh god. Oh, you know what? Bet? As I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself, the pocket knife is also a reference to Dawn of Sorrow, the second game that Arikado shows up in, the second game that Soma shows up in. Because the first weapon that Arikado... No, not that Arikado gives to Soma. Soma has it just on his own. All he has is a freaking pocket knife. Or does he give it to him? I don't recall. I think he does give it to him, and I'm just misremembering entirely. Not me getting bamboozled by the cursed weapon over here and thinking that it was floor chicken. Don't listen to Barista. Do my method of taking way too much of the medication and praying that everything works out. Listen. On a personal level, I am all for, like, doing what you gotta do to, like, take care of yourself. But, like, try not to overdose on things. Try not to see the Hat Man. No, I died! Well, shit. Oh, goddamn. Look at all those other things that he's got. Soul Steel, Dominus Anger, Sword Brother, Summon Spirit. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do... That was fun. But we're gonna go back to the tried and true. With Julius fucking Belmont over here. Hail from the future. Alrighty. Oh my god, Julius, you're so slow! Julius, I love you, but I forgot just how slow you are. I've gotten better about following recommended dosages. There was a period where I was just actively suicidal and would down a good half bottle of cough syrup or take a handful of allergy pills. For what it's worth, I'm glad you don't do that. Combined with my 3 monsters a day, I am surprised I'm still alive. Well, for what it's worth, I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad to have met you. I made shit dark and serious. My name, Jeff. You know what? You don't have to deflect with humor, like, all the time. It's okay to be sincere and genuine sometimes. Oh, it's up there. I'm just blind! Fun fact, I think all those little mini shields that I keep spitting out are called Gradius shields. Oh. Well, I don't even have to go all the way up there. I'm going to anyway, though. Because it at least gives me an extra level. Yeah, the Gradius shields are actually one of the, like, a special attack that Alucard can do with the shield rod in Symphony of the Night. I think of it like if you press back, then forward and attack at the same time. Like it'll spit out in front of you. I could be misremembering because, I have not very much played Symphony. Listen, for how much I yap about it, I have not played very much Castlevania in the first place. Like, let's be honest. It's the perfect time to sit and wait out the ads. We should be back now. Last year was just really bad for me since a lot of my worst case scenarios just sort of happened one after another. Definitely doing a lot better now, but the holidays coming up remind me of my extremely bad breakup have certainly been something. I can completely understand that kind of thing where, like, well, that experience, rather, where like things happening just completely change everything for you in like one way or another and make it something that you're not, I don't want to say that you're not looking forward to, but at the same time that is kind of what I want to say. Because I was posting about this on my personal Twitter the other day, because somebody had made a post about, you know, the holidays coming up and how things were different for one reason or another. And like, I was posting about it because I completely get that kind of thing about how, like you said, how getting closer to it, being reminded of certain things. I almost hesitate to use the word traumatic, but like, in some cases, it really can be and is. Like, in my case, what had happened was, I don't even remember what the post was originally talking about, whether it was that or if it was like, well, whatever it was talking about, that's not the point. The point is the anecdote that I'm attempting and not really getting into. This morning told my wife the wet lawn looked weird. She said she sprinkled protein powder on it to help it grow. I said, thanks. That's way overdue. Ha ha ha! Do! How you doing tonight, Monstro? I hope you're doing well. We're relatively low. Oh, good. Thank you for the matcha. I actually haven't had matcha in a hot fucking minute. Maybe one of these days I'll have to go to like one of my local cafes and get some. I'm glad you like my jokes, Barista. I do. I enjoy them very much. I also, frankly, enjoy the regular practicing of my JFK voice. You won't find me in a circus with Max Galaxy. Good. I mean, right now he's in jail while he's on trial, so I'm a solo act. Fair enough. But yeah, going back to the whole, you know, certain events just completely fucking with like everything for you personally, I completely get that. Like I was starting to say, when I was in college. Excuse me, giant praying mantis, leave me alone. What the hell? Oh, that's the fire wand. I just forgot what it looked like. Jesus. That's what I wanted. It was about celebrating the holidays. That's what the original post was about. It was about how something about how the original poster was able to celebrate or not celebrate certain holidays. Or since their wife died, they were really not looking forward to it. That's what it was. And that was something that like I can relate to. Because oh, it's the dark version of it. Yeah, alright. Yeah, OP was talking about how since their wife passed away and like the Christmas and the holidays were like her favorite, and it was also their favorite, they just are so not up for celebrating or even getting anything out this year since their wife passed. So the whole... That's what the original post was about, and as a person on the internet, what I did was, of course, talked about my own experiences, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I talked about how growing up, for whatever reason, probably related to her own traumas, I don't know. My mom was a total hater of holidays. Like, I'm sure she had her own reason for it, but, like, when you're young and your parents are just haters for things for, as far as you can tell, no reason, not really something you ask about. But, you know, I was a kid. I wanted to be able to celebrate it more. But because of how much she just disliked it, the holidays were not particularly heavily celebrated at our house. It was basically like 2 weeks before Christmas, we pull out the stuff and we, you know, get it all set up. And it is gone by New Year's. So once I went off to college and, you know, was on my own, at least for a bit. Man, I should have picked up the Sonic Whip. Ooh. So I got to celebrate a little earlier, a little more how I wanted to. And how I'd always wanted to. It was nice. Because, you know, by the time I went home for break from college, it was within that window anyway, so it was... it was at home acceptable to be in such jovial spirits. And then the following year, my mom's health starts rapidly declining. Like, I'm talking, she was in and out of hospitals starting in, like, late January, early February. And then after... I want to say it was maybe... No, it was definitely July. The last time she was out of the hospital was, like, the week of her birthday in July. And she was in care centers, hospitals, hospice, things like that, until she died in December. Literally died 5 days before Christmas, on the 20th. So it's like, oh, great. More, oh, sweet. Trauma of beyond my own current comprehension. So, like, there was that. Ooh, Super Candy Box Turbo. Which one do I want? I think I want the Krispy Kreme. No, we want to go fast! Now we'll go with the Krispy Kreme. Ah, yep. That's exactly what it was. But yeah, so, that really put a damper on wanting to celebrate holidays, as one might imagine. After that happened, I moved in with my grandparents, my maternal grandparents. Because, you know, didn't have anywhere else to go. I mean, I was in college, so I, like, could have got my own apartment, but no, I was very fortunate to have the family that I did after that. Like, my maternal grandmother and her partner, my other grandparent. I honestly don't think I honestly don't know how different things would have been without them. If that makes sense. Like, for lack of a better term, I felt more enabled and allowed to be myself living with my grandparents than I ever did living at home. I don't know if my grandparents just didn't have the same, like, expectations for me that, like, my mom did or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But being able to live with them, probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And even though my grandmother's partner passed away in, like, 2017, we still had each other. Like, we were still able to... How do I want to say this? I don't really know how I want to say this. Like, I'm not saying we got through it. That's not how I want to say what I want to say. But I think the fact that we had each other made things a lot easier. For both of us. In a lot of ways. Like, my mom was the second daughter that my grandmother had to bury. Seasonal depression's a bitch, but one we all fight together. Exactly. At this point, I think the only weapon I have that isn't fully upgraded is the axe. But with how much she was there for me for those few years, it made it a lot harder and a lot more painful when she fairly quickly declined and passed away on December 9th. Almost exactly 5 years after my mom died. Of course, she was like the family matriarch, the one who was holding everything together, so once she passed, everything went to hell in a handbasket. In more than a few cases, it was like, alright, cool, I don't have to pretend to like this fake-ass hoe anymore. Because I am sure more of us would be very willing to admit that we only put up, us meaning like people in my family, are more than willing to admit that we only put up with certain other members of my family just for the sake of my grandmother. And now that she's gone, don't have to do that anymore. Oh, I see. That's what makes this difficult. Nice. Oh, dude, I barely talk to any of my family. That's about where I'm at myself. Like, I have a couple of aunts and a few cousins. I don't think my aunts have spoken to each other very much, if at all, for years. And I think I remember my one aunt, who I still sort of talk to, telling me that my other aunt was having a whole dramatic thing after my grandmother died about how it was just the two of them left and how they had to stick together, and that clearly did not fuck. Like, all of my cousins are from one aunt, but my oldest cousin apparently prefers, like, our aunt over her mom, my other aunt. Because they just do all the stuff together all the time now. Like, at my old job, I used to run into my cousin's father, and I'd be like, how you doing? Got any plans? Because, you know, I'd usually see him around the holidays. Was when I saw him the most often. And he'd be somewhat disgruntled, talking about how not looking forward he was to my other aunt coming up to visit, along with my oldest cousin. You know, his oldest kid. He was pretty vocal about how much he was not a fan of it, and was not looking forward to it. Barely talked to any of my family. Mom passed away when I was 11. Dad and his wife straight up neglected me when I was a teenager. Really only talked to my grandpa on my mom's side, and that's pretty much it. I mean, from what very little I know, it sounds like you have a very quality over quantity kind of thing. At least I hope that's the case. Yeah, it pretty much is. Well, there you go. I almost want to say it's the same way in my family, but I only talk to my cousins, like, at holiday gatherings. It's about the only time we consistently see each other. We don't really talk to each other outside of that, except maybe to text each other for, like, birthdays. That's about it. Well, I'm about to get got anyway, so, like... fuck it, Grand Cross. No, Red Death. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, sweet. I did it. I barely did that. I had to reach level 80. I only got like 83. Woof. There's all these other freaking things. We made it there. Let's change up the music this time. And thankfully, the friends that I have treat me like family. I love that for you, honestly. There's, you know, the whole, blood is thicker than water. No, it's really not. I'm pretty sure the full phrase is actually like the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb or something like that. Pretty sure that's what it actually is. So it's like the family you choose to have. It absolutely is the full quote. Okay, I knew it was something like that, but I couldn't remember. Yeah, there we go. And I stick by that full quote. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I do too. Like the people who you pick to have in your life and like who want to be in your life as well. Like who mutually the people you choose to have around and who choose to be around and like actively show up for you, things like that. Those are infinitely more important, I think, than some people who may or may not fucking suck, who you just happen to like share blood with. That's just my thought anyway. Frickin'. There's that. But yeah, I think those relationships that you make and like the people you choose to actively show up for and do the same for you in return are infinitely more important. Like your family of choice and all that. What do we want? I can't remember what. I want to go with the down. I can't remember what evolved it, but. What am I doing? I meant to do a full whip run and I got us. Well, I already got the star flail anyway. Soiled it! Soiled it! Yeah, this got pretty heavy-handed pretty fast. Well, I mean, we've been at it for an hour, so maybe not pretty fast, but like I don't know. I'm sure y'all didn't come here to listen to me preach on about my opinion of your chosen family being like way better than whatever fuck asses you might share blood with. I mean, I did. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we've met expectations tonight. We contain multitudes here at the cafe. We remind you that you owe the Hat Man money. We talk about, you know, family drama, about celebrating the holidays or not. I, for one, it's gonna sound corny as fuck, but it's true. Ever since I met my partner, I really look forward to the holidays more. Not necessarily for like, oh, his family like goes all out and there's a whole big celebration type deal. Not necessarily that. It's, for me, it's like being able to spend the time with someone that I care about as much as I do, and who cares about me too. That, and I vaguely pride myself on my ability to make him cry with what I get him, like, every year. I'm definitely not going to be able to, like, top myself with what I've done for the past couple of years, but I at least know what I've gotten him for this year is going to be a hit. That's not corny, that's what I used to love about the holidays, honestly. But being able to spend it with, like, the people that you love and who love you in return and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's what the holidays are all about. Yeah. I definitely agree with you there. I mean, I also think that's what life should be about in general, is spending your time. Like, you only have so much of it. You should spend it with people that you care about and who care about you. And I don't know, I think the holidays, like you said, are definitely... That's definitely what it's about. Also, I'm not saying what I got for him on the off chance that he's actually listening. Usually he's not. He's just lurking and has this up in the background. But I hesitate to actually say anything. Reveal my hand. Although I suppose I could talk about what I got for him the past couple of years, and you'll see why I don't think I'll be able to top myself this year. Help if I was actually tapped back into the game. But Christmas before we got married, what I got him, he had told me previously that one of his, like, dream things that he wanted to do someday was to see his favorite band live in concert. His favorite band is this metal band called Sabaton. They tend to do I hesitate to say historical songs, but like their songs are based on historical events and things like that. Historical events, figures. Like at least one of their albums is exclusively on World War One. And he had said that it was like his biggest dream to someday be able to see them live in concert. So I was like, okay. Tuck that in my back pocket. Keep that in mind for a later point. So I like turn on email notifications, social media notifications for them, you know, to see if they announce when they're going on tour and things like that. I get the notification that they're going on tour with Judas Priest, who is another band that he likes. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. In addition to this, they were also playing in a city not terribly far from us, like 2.5, 3 hour drive, which it's about the closest that most bands get to where we are without having to cross the border to go into Montreal, which is slightly closer. I don't know why I'm saying slightly. It's like an hour to get to Montreal from where I am. Roughly. Thereabouts. But of course that involves, you know, crossing the border to get into Canada in the first place. Which is neither here nor there, really. Anyway. So, they announced that they're going on tour. His favorite band is being the opening act for another band that he really likes. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. When do tickets go on sale? Tickets go on sale. I get a couple. You know, one for him, one for me. So we can go together. So what I do... After that, I print out the confirmation, you know, without, you know, the prices or anything, just saying, hey, you have tickets to this event in this location. Good for you. I print that out, fold it up, and tuck it in just a plain old envelope. And I put "Open Me Last" on it. And I also ordered him a t-shirt from their website. It's sort of like a big build-up thing. So it's like, okay, open this first, open that first. And have the last thing be like the concert tickets. And so one thing that Sabaton does is they have their own, like, magazine that they have. And you can buy previous issues, and with their order, they send you, like, the most recent issue. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna order all the ones that are available that I can buy. Already getting this one, because it's coming with this order. Got the shirt. Cool. So I get him all wrapped up, have him open the magazines first, and he's like, oh, this is cool, blah, blah, blah. Gets to the shirt, opens the shirt. He's real excited. He's like, yay, I don't have something like this. This is awesome. Which I follow up with, well, now you have something to wear. He's like, what do you mean? I tell him to finally open the envelope. Which has been sitting there and taunting him for months because... Again, I got these for him for Christmas, and I bought the tickets months in advance. Like, months before. Oh, no, not frickin' Moon Knight. I didn't want you. So, he opens up the envelope, sees the ticket confirmation. He is beside himself. Now, mind you, the concert's not for another 5 months after Christmas. It wasn't until May. It wasn't until a month after our wedding. So, like, he's still gotta wait to get there. But he was beside himself. He was so excited. And I'm pretty sure I remember thinking to myself, great, how am I gonna be able to top this later? Well, I found a way. So the following year, they're not on tour, so it's not like I can, oh, surprise, we're going again. Not quite. So instead, one of the wedding gifts that we got from a friend of mine was a record player. He's like, oh, I've been wanting to get into, you know, collecting some vinyls and stuff. Guess who has their entire discography available on vinyl? If you guessed Sabaton, you'd be correct. So what do? Order him their entire discography for Christmas. Now, mind you, so I ordered them. And there's like 10 vinyls at this point. And they come in like 3 different packages. And, you know, I'm out of the house, I'm working. So he's the one who's like at home when the packages show up. And they have pretty distinct packaging. Like, they have their own, like, envelopes and stuff that they put their stuff in. So it's like, fuck, my plan is ruined. My dear partner, bless his heart. I don't want to say he's inattentive, because that's not the word I want to use. He did not take notice of the packaging. All I got to say was, hey, I have some packages that are coming. Can you grab them? Because, you know, it was not great weather, and I didn't want them sitting outside where they could, you know, get cold or snow or whatever. He's like, okay. Brings them in, puts them in on my desk. I come in and I'm like, ah, shit. Again, they have very distinctive packaging. It has their name and stuff right on the side of it. Like, did you look at the package? No, I didn't notice anything about it. Okay, cool. So when all 3 of the packages came in, he picked them all up off the porch, brought them in, none the wiser to their contents. At least that he told me. I'm inclined to believe. Because he's my partner. Why would I not trust him? He's never given me a reason to not trust him. So. Anyway. So that was last Christmas. Last Christmas was their entire discography on vinyl. So, how do I plan to top myself this year, you might ask? I can't. I can't. I will full-heartedly admit, I can't. About the only thing I can do is actually get him stuff that he's asked for. Which I have. I mean, I was at least able to keep up with with something because Sabaton did come out with another album just last month. So I said, okay, when that comes out, I'm gonna get it for you on vinyl. Now, the thing is, their whole theme for this album is legends, like historical figures, things like that. There's like a song about Napoleon, a song about Julius Caesar, a song about like Joan of Arc, and things like that. And for each, you know, figure for each one that they did a song about, they did different color, like, vinyls for them. So, like, for Julius Caesar, the color of his vinyl was purple. And that's, to my knowledge, still my partner's favorite color, so it's like, okay, I want to get him this one, because that's his favorite color. Well, of course, you know, tariffs and everything, it's... The band is based out of Sweden. And, like I said, with the tariffs and everything, it was just... God, shit, stupid expensive. Because you have to pay, you know, a decent chunk for the shipping in the first place, just to get it over here. And it would have just been too much, honestly. But, found a way. Still got him a cool-ass looking vinyl. And his collection is still complete. So, that's the early Christmas present. I gave it to him like the day it arrived. We still have not actually sat down and listened to it on vinyl, but when we went to the Stardew Valley Symphony of Seasons concert, I played it in the car. It's like, okay, we haven't listened to it yet. It's time. Like, we'd listened to the singles that had come out beforehand, but we hadn't actually listened to the new album, the whole thing. And then we did. So, yeah. Very long story short, TLDR, there is no way in hell I will be able to continue to keep topping myself in terms of gift giving for my partner. As much as I want to, there is just no way I can. My game too strong. They'll kill me. And the thing is, they are playing, again, in a city near to us. Next year. But there's certain things that need to be done for us to be able to go. And those are things that are out of my control, things I cannot do. If I could, you know I absolutely would. But I can't. So the option is definitely there. Doesn't matter what I pick, because Red Death is going to be on my dick literally in 2 seconds. For a second I got him, but then I forgot he just moves fast as fuck and he basically just teleports right on top of you. Nothing personnel, kid. I did it. Is that a fucking panda? Anyway, I think we'll do at least one more. I don't even know what else I can yap about right now. You know what? Before we get into that. I don't know why I clicked on that because I know it's going to be the same goddamn thing. Yeah, alright, let's go with that one. Oh, whip run, let's go. Fuck! My plans for the all whip run have already gone to pot. Great googly moogly, it's all gone to shit. Oh, I wanted to go for a ride. Maybe it's better I didn't. That totally just wrecked the enemies. They just got their shit completely rocked by a fucking minecart. Come along, enemies. Give me some... Thank you. Oh, whip run. Let's go. Three out of 6 ain't bad. I'm a regular Roanoa Zoro. I only ever watched, like, very little One Piece. But from what little of it I watched, I had the biggest crush on him. I don't know why. Something about a dude who could wield like 3 swords at once and kick ass. I was here for it. I'm still here for it. Funnily enough, he's about the only part of One Piece that I remember. Like, yeah, I know there's other people. They do things. Do I remember or care about any of that? Nope. Nope. Oops, all Zoro. That's it. That's all the plot of One Piece is. Guy who can wield 3 swords goes around and does stuff. Oh yeah, there's other people there too, but I don't care about them. That's exactly how that goes, right? I know it's not. I'm just kind of being an ass. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going back this way. Because I think the thing that's on the floor is not, in fact, a I'm going to pick up everything kind of deal. I think it is, in fact, the power-up. Ah! I almost got hit by the minecart. I feel like this is why I don't play Minecraft. Not really. I don't play Minecraft for a handful of reasons, but that has nothing to do with it. Wait, where's this frickin'... Hey, librarian! Where are you hiding it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, it is, in fact, that. It was, in fact, what I thought it wasn't. Ooh, we can get an armadillo. I like armadillo. Armadillo. Don't remember things. That... Actually, I think... No, I can't get that. Fucking damn it. I do not remember. One of the whips I have you can only evolve if you have the Tirajisu, and I do not have the Tirajisu, and you cannot, in fact, get it with this. I always forget that. Are we done yet? Looks like it. Go get all these freaking milk guys. Are these like the balloon jellyfish things? Incredible. I say that because there are enemies in Castlevania games, especially, of course, I'm about to say Symphony of the Night, that look like that. And when you hit them, they're more like weird mushrooms in that the things that pop out when you kill them are like weird little spores that I think give you poison damage. If I remember correctly. Oops. Okay, maybe don't step on that. Well, I don't know what I just hit. Gained a level in something. It's probably Rune Tracer, because I don't think I hit a level before that. Get out of here. I don't know what you are, but I don't want you near me. Yay. Why am I just noticing I'm at half health? Oh boy. What a great time to be Julius fucking Hell. It doesn't seem like every single one of these, but at least if... Oh, Jesus. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. It's okay. Just keep going. It's fine. Leave me alone, milk zombies. Everything's fine. Oh, that's a big thing. Not a fan. Let's just keep running. Almost there. Aha. Oh, good. Got his ass. Oh, and I got the candelabra. Sweet. Fuck it. More whips. 5 out of 6 ain't bad. I'll take it. Okay, I'll take that. Ah. Now we're cooking. Now, if only I could get the Tirajisu, then I think I'd be able to... Then I think I'd be able to max out all of my weapons. Alas, that has not been presented as an option. Sad. I mean, we could always sit here and hope it shows up in the random level up thing, but I don't think it will. It'd be great if it did, but do I really think it's going to? No. No, I do not. So we're gonna have one uninvolved whip. One unevolved whip and a ping pong ball. Among other things. We'll be right back for the ads. I'm gonna go get a quick drink, also. Alrighty. One of these days I'll actually, drink as fast as I think I can. Until then. Perfect. Uh-oh. Jesus. I know it's called like a dragon whip, but I'm gonna be breathing fire for days with all of these. It's not a complaint so much as an observation. You get out of here. I don't want to deal with you. Oh. God damn it. Gentlemen, behold! Fucking this. This. You know, like Gumbus the cat on TikTok. This. Well, hello. Who are you? Why are you a giant merman? Why are you in a freaking dairy? I have several questions, and I will get no answer. I have several questions. Oh, here we go. Look at all these explosions. Cool guys, don't look at explosions. Instead, we level the shit up out of our whips. We've only got the one left to do. I don't even remember what level that's at. That's at level 6, so we still got a couple levels to go before we can actually... None of this is the shit I want. Soiled it. I soiled it. That's okay. I'm just being melodramatic for the sake of being melodramatic. Because why not? Fun. Fun to be a little extra silly. Fun to have a flair for the melodramatic. That is perfectly acceptable. And I love it. Love this for me. Every time the freaking arrows of Goth show up, I'm like, where is this coming from? Despite having fully evolved the whip to get those to show up. Who do I think I am to remember things? What a novel concept. Remembering. Get the... I still don't know what it is, but it literally looks like a frickin' sponge. It's just a curry sponge. Well, that's as fully leveled as we're gonna get it, unless a Chirichi suit just falls out of the frickin' sky. Oh hi, it's a robot. There's a lot happening here. As always, there's a lot happening here. It's a bullet hell. What else do we expect? This is what we expect. We, in this case, meaning me. This is what I expect. I am the bullet hell, but also, get out of my way. Stop hurting me. Where is this orb? I want to ponder it. I found it. May the pondering commence. Now I've got that fully leveled, so now I just gotta find something that'll give me a treasure chest. It'll probably be this guy. If I had to guess. If he will ever fucking die. Oh god, there's 2 of them. Okay, good. We got one. Yeah! Hydrostormer. Sir? Leave me alone. Fire is super effective against steel. I think. It would make sense, I think. Pokemon expert I never claimed to be. And if I did, I lied. You have been swindled, bamboozled. You have been told untruth. Anybody who ever claimed to you that I was an expert, lied. And so I said, you know, like a liar. We're doing pretty good. On track, I think, to get things. As usual, right now it's just a game of fucking survive. These aren't even vampires. I don't even know what they are. Still entirely convinced that there has not been a single vampire in Vampire Survivors until Dracula showed up. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just true. I could be wrong. Don't think I am. Wind Whip or Jet Black Whip? That's a good question. Because I don't... The Sonic Whip, you gotta pick up Skullomania. I know that much. And Skullomania is not here. I don't think the other things could. Oh god. I don't think the things I need to do what I want to do are currently in my possession. Wait. Everybody move! There's an armadillo over here! I need this! I love it when a plan accidentally comes together. Yes, quickly, absorb all the, like, 3 things I have not absorbed yet. Apologies, I thought I heard something. And I did. It was in fact Mr. Barista in the other. I think this is the first time we are not going to make the goal of reaching level 80 in an inverse state. Which is kind of disheartening, but not a deal. Just a game. There's another one of the attractor down. Could be that far. Yep, there it is. Oh no, my attract orb attracted it. Too soon! Too soon! Oh no. Okay, but at least this is the point where everything seems to be like dropping the red experience gems. So as long as I just keep killing things, I think we'll be fine. killing things, not getting killed by things. Very important distinction to be made, I think. Thankfully, everything is like a lot closer than... Enemies in Mirror are closer than they appear. Well, dang. Didn't even get nothing. Oh well. And, on that note, I think I am getting kind of tired, so I think we're just gonna call it for tonight. Like I said, it's a bit of a shorter stream, but I was feeling a bit lower energy in the first place. It's not that I don't enjoy doing this, obviously I do. Today was just, you know, low energy. Let's just hang out and chat and run around and get killed by milk zombies or whatever those were. My computer gets mad because I sit here and try to do, like, more than 2 things at once. Poop ending when I'm making ramen. I'm sorry, Des. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry. But hopefully, we'll get you to someone somewhere interesting for while you're making your ramen. How's that? Is this agreeable? It's fine, love bug. I'll cook it, eat it, then most likely gonna get ready for bed. Yeah, that's about where I'm at. Like, I think I've hit my limit of, like, being up in screen time for today. You know what I mean? Like, I could sit here and force myself to do another run. I don't want to, though. So I'm not going to. Yeah, you had a lot. Not really any longer than usual. If anything, it was shorter than usual because I went into work late. You do what you gotta do, as will I. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Man, I don't even know where to go tonight. I'm getting love and a latte thrown at me. I'm here for it. Hmm. Let me see. You know, inspired by a post I saw earlier about retro games and stuff. How do we feel about Rayman? Because Frostbite playing some Rayman. I almost just typed out Rayman instead of Raid. That means we're making the right call here, and it's definitely time for bed. Or at least time to get off the computer. But yeah. Thank you all, as always, for joining us here at the cafe. Appreciate you stopping in for however short or long you did. As always, time is your most valuable commodity. Once spent, you can't get it back. So the fact that you choose to spend it here really means a lot. I appreciate it. So, let's go say hi to Frostbite. Go watch some Rayman. And well, as always, make sure you eat something, drink some water, take your meds, get some rest, do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. Good night.